guys all good?
I was born good, dude.
Born ready, dude? Hey! Alright, so, we are back. And
Hey, sister, soul sister. What?
renewed soul and vigor. We're picking up where we left off, which was in the middle of traffic. But it was on the planetoid of Kalamohoi. You guys had returned from your mission to the Abyss Station, and through several wheelings and dealings of presenting your evidence to the Kalo people, specifically Sir Tempest, you provided him with all of the information that you found, as well as, I believe, you turned over the sample that you had brought with. Yes or no?
We didn't. No.
I don't think
No, you still kept that?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think there was an opportunity to.
I didn't have the sample, so I
I believe you had it.
I didn't give it to Cert. No, I wasn't planning on giving it to Cert. I was planning on delivering it to Lorshin if
Right.
Well, not to Lorshin.
We can get to that in a second.
whatever gets me money.
But the main thing is that you guys were you had the verdict of the Protoid Frosty, which was previously marking you as Keno, reversed. And through attending the final rites for Tidecaller Sushana, you seem to have garnered a little bit more respect from the Kalo people, specifically the Tidecaller Enclave.
Nice.
And we'll be picking up there through, we'll say, I'm guessing to allow him to properly heal, you spent an extra day. At this point, you are mostly healed up. No, you wouldn't be mostly healed up. You'd still be a ways off, actually. But I'd say you've probably healed up to about half. You know, through the extended care
12,
and
13.
we'll say 13 HP. And in that time frame, you actually
The same HP.
were approached by Model Ra. We'll say like that's where we're picking up. And it was determined that through your services, not only to Kalo people, but also fulfilling a kind of adjunct service to the Starfinder Society, you guys as a group are receiving 6,000 credits.
Each?
Not each.
Okay.
1,500
Yeah, it's
apiece.
1,500 each, but
And
Considering I've had zero money since we started this game.
bringing you aside, Zidix,
Yeah.
Model Ra actually presents you with his medical bag.
Oh, Motel 6.
He kind of he sees like your initial reaction. He's like, this isn't the current one that I use. So I mean, it's not as robust. But if you ever feel that calling of helping others, as you've shown you're capable of, I figure this is a good way to get started on the journey. And
I don't deserve this.
do you open it up?
I just hug it. I tap it with my mating hands.
Okay.
But
He just gives you a kind of a nod of the head and gives you his contact information if you ever wish to be in touch, you or the group. He also relays a message that CERT and the rest of the Kalo, like more specifically their bioengineers and scientists, are taking a look at the information that you provided, and they'll be getting back to you if there's any information they might need to pass
because
along.
the last thing I told to Cert was if the information that Tech did not give them in that information, if there wasn't anything about where they found the subject that they were doing tests on, that it didn't come from space, I told them that it was clarified through the brain meld that we had with Sushana. I told them.
Yeah, I gave them everything that we had,
But we
except
don't know
for the
if,
sample.
we don't know if that information had the fact that they found it from
Yeah,
space.
exactly.
So he also mentions that while they've broken, he's actually given you the circlets, the pair of circlets that
So some noisy circlets.
Tidecaller Sushana had used for that mind link,
Okay.
and they're
They're inside.
Yeah, if you open it up, you'll see that
Sure.
it's inside there. And he's actually included 2 Mark 1 serums of healing.
All right. I'm gonna write all this
So
stuff
it's
down.
really basic, and as it's supplied now, it
Right,
functions
circlets.
as a basic first aid kit. So just think of it as it's a way for you to carry that. Since we're not really doing bulk yet, you don't have to worry about that, but I'll get that information to you as well.
And so you said what level are they?
Mark 1, so it's first level, so if you use it, it's 1d8.
And you said I have 2 of them.
Yep, there's 2.
So I have-
And it's got like an auto injector with it. So,
Okay.
and the pack, just for like your reference, is almost like a reverse fanny pack.
Oh, cute.
Like it's not his like side, large one, but it's a way for you to basically attach it to yourself without having to occupy your hands.
I put that in parentheses, Fanny.
Yeah. So I mean, you can wear it that way, but he indicates that it's normally on the back, because it actually
Sure,
fits
yeah.
fairly easily, like with your pack just below it. So,
Gotcha.
but at that point, he kind of takes in just all of you visually, and with a quick, ceremonial kind of bow that you've come accustomed to, he wishes you well. And
Are we all here, even Tet's guy, big guy?
Yeah, Buzz has been with Tet, and he's eased off a little bit on really accenting that he's taller than you now, and also like the capabilities of being bipedal. But every once in a while, he's still you catch him doing that, just kind of really every other step, just kind of really hammering home that he can walk. But you guys now are essentially free to leave or do whatever you wish. You guys are now. You guys have been meeting. This meeting is taking place at Flowtop Station, so you guys can go back down to the city or choose to leave the planet if you wish.
If I remember right, my armory's kind of busted up.
Nope. It's not. I fixed it.
That's right.
Well, it was very tarnished, and
I
for
cleaned
the
it.
most part.
And I inscribed
It was a little damaged, but over that time frame, the Kahlo have,
Nice.
offered to repair it free of charge. So,
Alright. Oh,
and it looks sprick and spran.
yep.
nice and shiny. I don't know. Should we get some supplies?
Do you need some supplies on?
I need some things that go boom.
I think that kind of business is probably better dealt with elsewhere.
Maybe.
You might get a good deal. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think while we're here, just quick go get something if you can find it.
Let's see what they got at the local
You can see I'm like tapping my foot and kind of just like
sporting.
this whole time that we've been like in these meetings, I've been like attentive, but just kind of like physically antsy.
Ted wants to get out of this water world.
Yeah, the whole experience has been rather traumatizing for your Yusoki comrade, but seems to be a good sport about acquiescing to what you guys are doing. And as far as like in Flowtop Station, they have everything up till level 3. So like anything that you guys are looking for. So if you want to say that you're looking for that, we can certainly do that. And then just keep on going. You can use the time to like look through there versus just waiting.
Okay, so you don't have to like do the shopping trip.
We'll just say like in a flashback, this is what he bought.
Okay.
So
how about we jump on the Barachius and
Get the fuck out of here.
Well, we should meet up with Chase at Theta 3.
we yes, we should do that. I think
Okay.
I
You're on board.
I've got a lot on my mind right now, Zidix.
Gotcha.
I know we've talked about it a little bit, but we got to talk about what we're gonna do
Yes.
a little bit more
I got you.
into the future.
And I think Chase and Theta 3 helped us out a lot, and it's good to discuss things with them.
I think that I always keep contingencies. I'm always planning out what might be going down ahead of time. I don't think too far in the future, but I like to cover my bases.
Sure. I'm understandable. That's what I do. That's my profession.
I leave most of the thinking to him. My own little machinations sometimes get the better of me. I just think we need to be a little aware of how we're stepping. So maybe going into this whole thing with a plan wouldn't be a bad idea.
Okay.
Versus,
You guys seem to know what you're doing.
I'm thinking something really, really hard at him, and I'm like, in my mind, he's getting the message because that's how telepathy works to me. So
I'm oblivious. It's just flew over.
Yeah,
my
if
head.
it doesn't work that way, it doesn't work that way.
If
but
you don't
I
initiate,
don't know
yeah, I was
that.
gonna say,
So
it's really like,
I'm just relaying this message like
we'll just say for like reference,
Ted's very affectionate now.
the connection of like telepathy between you and your Lashunta and Shirin companions actually needs to be initiated by them.
Mm-hmm.
That's like it's not a way for you to just like think something really loud.
Oh,
but
I know.
In your mind, that's exactly how it works.
Yep.
And nobody's gonna tell you otherwise.
most of the time he can see the look on my face from doing that, and he just tunes in anyways.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of like like it turns the volume on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Just plugs it in like an old waste
Yeah,
station.
but yeah, you're
Activated. How can I
completely
help
oblivious.
you?
He's like giving you like a very weirdly piercing stare.
And so
You
then
have
I
no
just,
idea why.
Yeah.
I give him the.
And at that moment that I'm doing it, I'm looking at him, but like subconsciously my tail is wrapping around my leg. And I just kind of like nod, and
Yeah.
so
All I said to you was, "Let's go see Chase and Theta 3."
Be
You're like,
telepathically, just like, what are you trying to do, bud?
and then like mind whisper, but stage whisper, so everybody can hear me.
More shit.